My biggest advice to anybody out there who want to start at bodybuilding, fitness, or just want to get on the stage for the first time is my name is Jacob Sumana. I'm 30 years old and I was born in Copenhagen, Denmark. I grew up in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I was raised by my mom, a single mom, and my dad. I saw him once in a while, but he moved to the States when I was 7. So pretty much since I was 10, I've been going back and forth from Denmark and the States. He moved to New York, so I feel like New York has been my second home. Pretty much like every other young boy in Denmark, I started off playing soccer when I was 5, and later on when I was 13, I started playing basketball. And I've been trying out for a lot of different sports throughout my younger years, but when I was 18, I decided to try out football, American football. Pretty much because I wanted to move to the States, so in my own mind, I was like, okay, if I'm going to move to the States, I gotta try out American football because that's pretty much what everybody plays in the States, so I did. And in 1 year, I went from not really knowing the sport at all to actually achieving getting a scholarship. So I did very well, but I was always very athletic. And the hard work has been something that's, I always resonated with. So it went well. So pretty much why I quit playing American football at college level in the States was because of injuries. I had so many different injuries. Concussions. I had multiple concussions. My knees was messed up. My shoulders, elbows, and pretty much any injury you can get, I had that. So I decided it was best for me to come back to Denmark, finish out my studies, without a scholarship, and in Denmark school is free, so I came back to Denmark, and I felt like something was missing. And during that time playing American football, I was working out a lot, and it was like every week our coaches wanted us to get new results on our different lifts, like deadlifts, bench press, and all these different lifts. So when I came back, I was in shape and I was bigger than ever, and I had been working out a lot, so I continued doing that. And it kind of became something that I enjoyed doing more. And it became a space where I felt like that was my go-to place if I ever felt down or anything. So that's kind of what kept me active. And you know what happens when you're active. You create endorphins and create happiness. So I kept on working out. And then one day I was at a gym with a friend of mine. And this coach, Thomas Bustel, he came over to me and approached me, and he was like, have you ever competed before? And I told him no. I've been looking at people competing, and it looks interesting, but I've never competed myself or really thought about it. And then he was like, well, there's a show in a month from now, and actually the sign-up date is tomorrow, so you have up until tomorrow to decide if you want to do it, and I can coach you. And I was just like, I'm going to school, and I don't really have that much money and all that. What does it take? He was like, well, I'll coach you for free if you really, give it your all, and you show up here at this gym every day. It doesn't matter what time you get here. If you show up every day, I'll coach you. Yeah, a month later, I was doing my first show. And from that on, it's just been competing in fitness bodybuilding for a lot of years, and I've enjoyed it. So I went from playing soccer, basketball, trying out different sports to American football, and then I went on to fitness and bodybuilding. Walking on the stage, I was afraid at first, just from all the people looking at you, but mostly from all the hard work I put in it. If I were to get a bad result, if I didn't win or whatever, and if I would feel disappointed afterwards, that was pretty much my biggest, what I was mostly afraid of. But came off the stage, I ended up playing, I played second at my first show. And I found out that it wasn't really about the placement. It's more about how you felt like you did to watch the show. And I feel like I did everything I could. So it taught me a lot about life. It's not always about the result or how people judge you. It's mostly about the process in itself and how you feel like you did. So if you're proud of yourself and how far you've come, and I mean your sacrifices towards that show, I mean that's all. That's pretty much the most important thing. My favorite knuckle is, I'd probably say passion right now. It changes sometimes. And then Caribbean. Yeah, that would probably be my favorite ones. But it changes once in a while. I drink a lot of knuckles, so sometimes I gotta switch it out with the flavors. Yeah, but that's my favorite right now. When I noticed that I was good at this sport was, I mean, once I started working, I always had people coming up to me in the gym and, hey Jacob, man, you look phenomenal, and man, you've grown a lot lately, and all that kind of builds. I mean, it boosts your confidence, and it's always a good feeling knowing that people, salute you on your hard work and everything you're putting in it. But once I walked on the stage from the first time and I placed second, I was like, okay, I'm so close to winning the show. I need to win a show because I need to know what it feels like winning the show. And that just kept me going. And then the second show I competed at, I won that show. And ever since, man, it's just been, once you start winning shows like that, it's just amazing. You know that, I mean, you outplacing everybody else, and then you're doing something that makes you feel great and you're actually good at it. The highest achievement has been to win a pro card. So I won my pro card back a few years back. And ever since I started, that was my highest goal. That's just all I wanted to do. I just wanted to win a pro card, because that's just puts you in the ranks of the highest in the industry. And if you win a pro card, you're just the top of the notch, And I won that, and that felt amazing. So that was pretty much my highest achievement. So my family has always hated me competing. Always. I mean, it's been a thing that my mom, she was like, oh, Jacob, you gotta be careful, man. Don't hurt yourself. I mean, it's important to eat, normal foods, and it's important to live a normal life. And I don't like to see you eating Greek yogurt and rice and chicken all day. And are you sure you're enjoying yourself? And so I always try to tell my mom that, hey, I'm really enjoying the process. I decide whatever I'm eating. I'm actually deciding to live this lifestyle. It's a choice of mine. So it's not like I feel like the sacrifice is something that's keeping me back from living my best life. Not at all. I feel like I am living my best life throughout the sport and throughout the lifestyle. And it's been taking a long time. Actually, my mom has never gotten it. I mean, she's still like, anytime she see me eating like something unhealthy, she's like, oh, Jacob's much better. I feel like that's much better for you. I mean, you're enjoying life now. But my dad, he also had the same thoughts towards the sport. But I brought him out to a show I did in the States, probably like my 4th or 5th show. And I won that show actually. And he was with me, and he saw me competing on the stage, and he saw that all the hard work I was putting in it leading up to the show and standing on the stage, and all the people in the crowd and everything leading up to the show. And he saw me winning, coming down with a trophy. And I just saw it in his eyes, like he was very proud of me. So that felt amazing. And after that, he's been supporting me way more. So if anybody's in the sport and they don't really feel like they have the support of the family or the network, they should probably try to take them out to a show and let them see what it's all about, and let them feel the whole, feeling being there, because it's amazing being at a show. I mean, people are just so into it. It's so intense. And people are giving it their all on the stage, and you can just see, it doesn't just take weeks to prepare for a show, it takes months. And when people are on that stage, they're actually showing off months of hard work, and you can tell, and that just brings out a different energy. So if you don't have the support of your family or your network, bring them out to a show, tell them more about the whole process and anything you're giving up for, to actually be on the stage, and let them feel them, man. So if I'm ever going to compete again, I feel like my biggest goal was to get a pro card, and I got that, and I competed as a pro. once, and I just felt like that was enough. I felt like that's what I had in me, and that's all I was motivated to do. And in life, it's important to only do what you're motivated to do. I mean, if it doesn't make you happy, you're not supposed to do it. I mean, I still have athletes competing, and I still enjoy the sport, and I still follow the sport. But me actually being on stage, I don't want to do that anymore. But hey, who knows? Maybe 5 years from now, I'll wake up like, oh, I gotta get on the stage again. I got some more in me. But right now, I have I got my eyes on different things in life. But still in the sport, still in the fitness industry. All right, so my biggest advice to anybody out there who wanna start a bodybuilding fitness career or just wanna get on the stage for the first time is to set some goals, realistic goals, and enjoy the process. It's not always about being the best. It's not always about getting on that stage, being number one. It's about taking small steps. And I kind of learned doing that because at first I just wanted I wanted to be the biggest. I wanted to be the baddest. I wanted to come out there and win every show. And I mean, it's good to have big dreams, but you got to set realistic dreams and just small steps along the way and follow those. And then enjoy every day. My main goal now is not so much of competing anymore. It's more about inspiring people to live a more balanced life. So I guess my mom has kind of spoke to me a little bit more, and I'm listening now, Mama. But yeah, it's more about showing people that you can look great, you can feel great, and you can be strong, and you can be energetic and live a great life. It's attainable and it's possible. And I want to give people the same confidence it's created inside of me, and I want to give people the same feeling that working out and being healthy has given me. So that's my biggest motivation right now. My favorite exercise is pretty much, I'd probably say some good old biceps curls or something like. Yeah, it would be.